Hi, my name is Gerhard Schwantner and welcome to Selling Power's Daily Report. We're here with Asher Milgrom. He is the founder and CEO of American Medical Aesthetics. Welcome, Asher.
Thanks for having me back.
So let's talk about Jack Welch, because he is also an individual who creates magic.
He does.
How does he do it?
Well, I had the great fortune of spending 2+ days with him last week in a very intimate session. He insists that we are now on first name basis, which is just an extraordinary thing. What was amazing about Jack, I think I told you earlier, is that there wasn't an ounce of baloney about anything he said, not an ounce of hyperbole, and not an ounce of theory. And that was extraordinary, that he speaks about what works, how it works, when it works, with whom it works. And he has, with his vast experience, created so many tools for being able to implement, to actually make things happen, to manifest things in real life.
So one of the tools that you shared with me is skeptical curiosity.
Oh, absolutely.
How does that work?
Well, he says, as the leader or as a CEO of an organization, that as you give people more and more authority and uplift them and guide them to take on authority, to take initiative and bring new initiatives and projects and programs to the company, that the job of the leader in that case, once the support has been given, is to then ask the skeptical, curious questions that make sure that they are lifting up the project and using all the necessary critical faculties to guide that project onwards. And it was a new concept for me, skeptical curiosity, well-meaning, of course, and not cynical. To be cynical, or cynicism is a mental disease, but skepticism is mature thinking.
Well, cynicism is frozen disappointment.
Ooh, where'd you get that from? That's great. Is that one of yours? I like
I
that.
picked it up somewhere.
I'm going to quote you on that.
So, in essence, it sounds like a good leader helps people create magic.
Oh, without question. And gives them the authorship of that magic once it's created. The credit and the authorship, and celebrates that in them.
What's the objective of that course that you took together with 100 leaders to become like Jack?
Well, if you ask Jack, he would say absolutely, positively not. That in order to be, as effective as Jack, you have to be fully you and not him. I think that's what he would say. I think for me, going to a course like that and having that kind of interaction with a man of his caliber, unique, one of a kind, is to in fact be able to become as productive as Asher can possibly become.
And you have to stay authentic.
You have to be authentically you. You can't be somebody else. He addresses that actually. You'll fall flat on your face as a leader if you were pretending in any way regarding anything.
So name one thing that you have decided after this experience to give up.
To give up any notion at all that I'm not worthy of the success that I'm intending.
So do you feel that people are self-limiting sometimes?
Completely. That's the only thing that does limit a person, is them. Everything else is an illusion.
And give me an example of what held you back, or what you thought would hold you back.
All sorts of self-doubts, nasty little things, previous experiences. Who knows? I don't think it's all an issue of what's happened previously in your life in childhood. I think sometimes you're just born with certain things. I'm particularly encouraged, actually, by what it was found out about Mother Teresa from her writings after her passing, that she had a plethora of doubts, about her own theology, and yet she continued to build what she built. That in the face of your fears, in the face of your doubts, you dance anyhow. You tether them like a balloon instead of a shackle around your feet.
So leadership is really a journey, according to Jack Welch, towards greater authenticity and towards greater focus on the possibilities. And you do this by sticking with certain proven principles. And you need to kind of come to grips with the internal struggle that's associated with that.
Yeah, I mean, Jack came up with a lot of examples of when he fell flat on his face, and how that matured him, and how it refined him, and his authentic way of dealing with that in the face of all the people in his organizations, many tens of hundreds of thousands, as well as the press and the entire world that was always looking at him, and taking them head on. He had a great image. He said, there comes a time where you have to throw your badge on the table and stand up for what it is you're doing. That's it, no apologies. Throw your badge on the table. I love that image. I loved it.
It's wonderful insight. Thank you so much, Asha. Check out Asha's website. What is it?
Amacorp, AMACORP.com.